It's our BKFC debut in Manchester. To get us started, we send it into the ring with Andy Shepherd.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the Planet Ice Arena in Manchester, England, and welcome to BKFC! We want to thank all our viewers watching around the world and all of you here in attendance for this historic night. We're top of the bill. We will crown a new BKFC UK Featherweight champion. But we start with a bout in the women's bantamweight division. This bout is brought to you by Bucked Up Energy and scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. She wears the black and orange and stands 5 feet 3 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126.6 pounds and holds 1 defeat inside the BKFC ring. She fights out of Stockholm, Sweden, and is one half of the bare-knuckled couple. This is Mathilda Wilson! And her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. She fights in the green and black and stands 5 feet 1 inches tall. She went in officially at 130 pounds and tonight makes her BKFC debut. She fights out of Dublin, Ireland, by way of London, England. This is Sinead, the Grenade Nuallain. The referee in charge, Alan Jackson.
Bout number 1 of 12 on this stacked BKFC United Kingdom card from Manchester in the northwest of England. Alan Jackson calling both fighters up to scratch the bell. Round number 1. Black and green trucks for the fighter from the Republic of Ireland, Sinead Nuallain. Black and orange trucks for the fighter from Sweden, Mathilda Wilson. Fast start from Nuallain. To the body with that rear left hand from the southpaw stance goes Wilson. Nuallain, as you see, forward heavy rear right hand from the orthodox stance. Jab to the body. Straight 1-2 right back from Wilson.
Wilson doing a good job of trying to utilize that reach, that range, trying to make the opponent try and pay each time she tries to get close to laying those shots.
Left hook getting through from Nuallain. Fast jab to the body again from Wilson. Slow stalking pressure from Sinead Nuallain. Overhand right. Another overhand right lands from Nuallain. 70 seconds remaining round number 1. We are in the women's bantamweight division. Overhand right again. From the underhook. Bit of a face wash from Nuallain. That gets the separation from Alan Jackson.
And Wilson really needs to start trying to throw that straight left down the pipe as the opponent comes in.
Wilson, you see, trying to continually parry that lead left jab with her own lead right hand. Looking to catch and parry is Wilson, looking to come forward into the mid-range and land just that, the overhand right, and Sinead Nuallain.
Wilson is just letting Nuallain lead. Wilson needs to get off her there. Come out with that straight left hand right down the pipe. Step outside that lead foot.
To the mid-range from the center circle. Then Nuallain, heavy pressure. Clean straight punches coming forward from Wilson on the overhook. The separation, Alan Jackson keeping this fight moving now. 10 seconds remaining round number 1. Clean left hand and the overhand right in reply. Next up, round 2. Immediately to the mid-range goes Sinead Nuallain to start the second round. Immediately to that long jab goes Mathilda Wilson. Long jab again from Wilson. Nuallain again, heavy forward on the right hand. Slight swelling now under the left eye of Sinead Nuallain. Jab to the body. The left hook. Level change now, Mathilda Wilson. Listed at 5'3" to the 5'1" of Nuallain. Overhand right entry again.
Good job for Nuallain trying to continue to fight her way inside behind punches. You can't just walk close, you're gonna get hit.
To the body, heavy to the inside now, chest to chest. Hard overhook snatched by Wilson. Back to it, called knuckle up from Alan Jackson. Long jab to the body from southpaw from Mathilda Wilson. 50 seconds remaining, round number 2, overhand right. Feint step from Wilson.
You can really see both these fighters are really trying to focus on that lead foot. Whoever steps outside has a straight shot.
Overhand right again from Nuallain. Because she continues to use that overhand right as her entry punch from the mid-range to the inside. That was clever. Rear left hand landing flush, almost a bolo punch with that rear left hand from Mathilda Wilson.
So when Wilson steps outside that lead foot, every time she can land that left hook, or that left straight left.
Late here in round number 2. You just heard the 10-second clock is acknowledged by referee Alan Jackson. Long jab to the body from Nuallain. Back to the mid-range, back to the body with the jab. We move to round 3. Bounce in the step of Nuallain as she comes up to scratch to start round number 3. The fighters immediately to the jab.
It is starting to trickle into the eye of Wilson.
It's a relatively rare scalp cut in bare knuckle. Most of the cuts as we see are around the brows, the eyelids, and under the eyes.
You see Nuallain at this point, she's in stalk mode. She's trying to mirror her opponent's hips, wait, close that distance, get inside and land some hard right hands.
Head movement from Wilson on her back foot, on the front foot, and into the clinch comes Nuallain. Alan Jackson telling both fighters, listen when I say break. 120 remaining, round number 3. Heavy forward pressure now from Mathilda Wilson. Wilson, big right hands on the inside now to the body.
Wilson, when she gets in and lands a couple of hard shots, she kind of smothers herself. She runs in and gets really close. She has the reach, the length. She has to utilize it.
Great punches forward again from Mathilda Wilson.
That straight left down the pipe has really been her best shot.
Almost a modified hammer fist to the body from Wilson. Straight hammer fists are not legal. That was legal, though. It was that downward strike.
Now it is Wilson in stalk mode.
Her left hand, counter left on the exit from Nuallain. 30 seconds remaining, round 3. There's the right hand. Overhand left that time, stepping forward from Nuallain. Into the clinch from Wilson. Left hand from Nuallain, rights to the body. Landed from Mathilda Wilson. There's a clipping left hand on the step in. Wilson, though, Chris, has measurably turned up her tempo here in round 3 from what we saw from the fighter from Sweden, Mathilda Wilson, in rounds 1 and 2.
She's really trying to land that straight left. It's been her best shot, and she hits it. Just like you saw at the very end of that round, she landed a good left.
Round number 4 underway. With fighters using rangefinder lead hands. Lead left for Nuallain and ortho. Lead right for Wilson. Sitting in southpaw. Long jab, there's the overhand left coming forward from Mathilda Wilson. Then Nuallain on the counter. Forward again is Mathilda Wilson. Heavy into the clinch. There's the fighter from the Republic of Ireland. She made Nuallain. That's time called by referee Alan Jackson.
There's your hard warning, Sean.
And that's a hard warning to both fighters from Alan Jackson. Jackson saying you have to break when I say break. Listen to me. Hard warning in referee speak means if you do the same infraction next time, it will cost you 1 point. Time in. Round number 4 continues. Good refereeing from Alan Jackson. Calling time authoritatively, clearly speaking to both fighters. Deeper swelling under the left eye of Nuallain. To the body, then to the head goes Nuallain coming forward. Mouthpiece out.
That was a good combination. Nuallain needs to do that more often. Get into your range and throw lots of punches.
Mouthpiece right back in. There's the left hand in for Mathilda Wilson. 60 seconds remaining, round 4. Into the clinch, there's the overhook. Short left on the separation from Nuallain. And the measuring from Wilson, rear left hand. From the underhook, you see the hand trap. Posting with the forearm, not a face wash. That was a legal post from Nuallain. Legal and smart. Wilson Chris has measurably turned up the tempo. Round 3 here in round 4 from what we saw from her in rounds 1 and 2. Right hand on the exit from Nuallain.
It's the straight left hand that's doing the most damage to Wilson. She needs to continue to throw that punch and land. A lot of times we talk about, I say don't get in there, don't get greedy.
Sporting gesture from both fighters. 5th and final round underway. Chylinski Nuallain, her BKFC debut. Mathilda Wilson, her 2nd bout in BKFC, her 7th overall in the sport of bare knuckle. Overhand left from Nuallain. Trying to gauge the range. Nuallain level change to the body. Wilson staying in this tall southpaw stance. Now to the body with her short rights goes Mathilda Wilson. Flipping left hand from Nuallain. Wilson again forward.
You can just see Wilson being pushed around a little bit by Nuallain. She seems to be very strong.
1:15 remaining, 5th and final round. Rear left hand to the body from Wilson. That was clever.
Nuallain just patted her stomach, said that didn't hurt.
Overhand right, overhand left, just off the mark from Chylinski Nuallain. In the clinch again, you see the posting from Nuallain. Big left hand. Wilson resetting on her striking line. Nuallain landed that flush.
And that was a good job for Wilson. She landed a couple punches and got right back out. She's been smothering herself a little bit too much. Just like you see in this situation.
Into the clinch, short right hands from Wilson, but her back is against the ropes. Restart from Alan Jackson. Immediately forward comes Wilson. On the restart once more. Long jab from Mathilda Wilson. See that deep swelling under the left eye of Chylinski Nuallain. 20 seconds remaining in this women's bantamweight fight. Left hand lands clean from Wilson. Nuallain did well to walk through that. Driving pressure by Chylinski Nuallain, then a right hand on the exit from Wilson. Nuallain back to the inside, overhand left again. The bell and the end of the fight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards. One of the judges scored this bout 48-47, the other 2 49-46. All for your winner, the unanimous decision, Sinead the Grenade Nuallain.
To the middleweight division we go. The numbers presented by OnlyFans for Liam Dooley versus Marcus Pond.
And only a 1-inch height advantage for Pond. However, a 5-inch reach advantage. That is significant in this weight class.
Here's Andy Shepard.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following bout is presented to you by OnlyFans and is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black and gold and stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 169.4 pounds and enters the BKFC ring tonight with an equal record of 1 win and 1 loss. He fights out of Plymouth, England. This is Marcus the Pilgrim Pond. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black and silver and stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 167.8 pounds. And tonight, he makes his BKFC debut. He fights out of Manchester, England, Liam Dooley. Your referee in charge, Owen Doyle.
BKFC debut for referee Owen Doyle, as well as Liam Dooley. And again, bout number 3 in bare knuckle fighting championship for Marcus Pond. Round number 1. Fast start off from scratch for Liam Dooley, and the left hand sends Marcus Pond to the canvas. Here's the mandatory 8 count given to Pond by Owen Doyle.
First punch landed. Oh, that's it. Wow.
Doyle back to the canvas. The backflip and the win in his BKFC debut for Liam Dooley.
I talked about him being an athlete, the way he jumped over ropes, just a standing back tuck. Wow, powerful individual. You can tell the very first punch he landed, a left hook, did the damage. Pond sat up for a second and said, I can make this. Oh, no, you can't. That was quick.
Marcus Pond sitting up, taking that mandatory 8 from Owen Doyle. Outstanding refereeing from Doyle. He saw Pond go back to the canvas. Doyle so attentive, breaking off his count. That's the fight. And Liam Dooley with emphasis here in his home city, Manchester, now 1-0 in BKFC.
Right from the beginning, we're going to see double jab with the right hand of the body, left upstairs. Perfect combination. I love that double jab, the right to the body makes him think, okay, that's coming to the body. Then upstairs, you just don't see it.
Pond went to get up, back to the canvas. That is the fight. That is the win for Liam Dooley.
It's always funny, Sean. You think, okay, mentally you think, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to stand up. However, your legs don't get that message sometimes. So when you try to stand up, they're not all the way there. It happens, and then people go right back down. And that's a good thing for the referee. Like, they don't need to be fighting anymore.
Strong BKFC debut for referee Owen Doyle. And an even stronger BKFC debut for the victor,
ladies and
Dooley.
gentlemen, referee Owen Doyle holds this bout at 14 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner via knockout, Liam Dooley.
In the light heavyweight division, James O'Brien versus Leigh Cahoon. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bounty Competitions.
So everything very similar in this fight, except for O'Brien has a huge fist. That's a lot of surface area, one of the biggest we've seen. He can land that hard shot, maybe that can make a difference. We'll find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following bout is presented to you by Bounty Competitions and is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the red and white and stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He went in officially at 183.8 pounds. And his BKFC record is a perfect 1 victory and no defeats. He fights out of Staleybridge, England, Leigh "Da Boom" Cohoon. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black and white and stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He went in officially at 183.8 pounds. And tonight makes his BKFC debut. He fights out of Wrexham, Wales. This is James O'Brien. Referee in charge, Stefan Joachim.
BKFC debut for referee Stefan Joachim. Calling both fighters fully up to scratch. Round number 1. Black trunks for the fighter from Wales, James O'Brien. Red and white trunks for the fighter from here in England, Leigh Cahoon. Fast start in his BKFC debut off from scratch for O'Brien.
O'Brien landed a couple of nice clean shots. So he's very excited to come in here, test his opponent's chin.
Double right hand from O'Brien, big swings. There's the duck under, high tight striking guard for Cahoon. Excel from Cahoon as he takes that jab, staying on the outside. Cahoon takes the 1-2 from O'Brien as he is cut corner of his left eye. More big shots on the forward pressure from James O'Brien.
Cahoon's in huge trouble at this point. He's got to do something like he's trying to. He's got to tie up. He can't just keep taking his shots.
One-way traffic at the moment, 1:15 remaining, round number 1. We are in the light heavyweight division. There's the duck under from Leigh Cahoon and time called by referee Stefan Joachim.
That may be a benefit at this point for Cahoon. He can get his legs back underneath him. He can get his wits. He was jumped on very early by O'Brien.
Low blow ruled by referee Stefan Joachim. 5 minutes on the injury timeout clock.
This can actually be a good thing for O'Brien as well. He started to get a little wild, a little reckless. He needs to slow it down, understand how he was getting those positions, going first, landing good shots.
O'Brien no interest in taking the full 5 minutes, but he lands a huge 1-2 in the rear right hand, sends Leigh Cahoon to the canvas.
Cahoon, the way he fell, he's still going to be a little hurt.
Mandatory 8 count given to Cahoon from Stefan Joachim.
O'Brien needs to step all over the gas right now, try to really take his opponent out. He's hurt.
Landing on the right hand, stalking pressure. Comes James O'Brien, another big overhand right.
Body. You need to go to the body. He's just blocking the head. The body's wide open.
Sitting on the overhand right, a downward two, swing and a miss, but that left hand getting through. O'Brien playing all offense, Cahoon playing all defense. 25 seconds remaining, round number 1. There's the jab from Cahoon, not getting through. Right hand, left hand. Now Cahoon trying to find his offense. Closing stages, round number 1 off the canvas, but the right hand from O'Brien sends to Cahoon backwards again to the ring ropes. Cahoon now forward, ducking under. Huge right hook to the body from O'Brien.
As he's blocking the head, the body's been wide open. He's got to take advantage.
More big shots to the bell. That ends round number 1. Round number 2. To the body from Cahoon. A jab from Cahoon not getting through. O'Brien continuing to sit on that big right hand. It was the right hand that sent Cahoon to the canvas in round number 1, but there's the left hand getting through from Cahoon. Cahoon to the body. Check left hook from O'Brien.
Almost could have called that a knockdown. I feel like the ropes might have kept him up.
Left hand getting through from Cahoon. Best sequence of the fight for Leigh Cahoon. Left hand again from Leigh Cahoon.
O'Brien has to put his chin down. He's putting it straight up in the air. That's when you get knocked down.
To the body, half tie punt. Straight right hand and rear and 1 knockdown apiece.
Somebody's getting up off the canvas to win. Ooh, O'Brien looks finished. Oh, he's not getting up.
The count continues from Stefan Jochu. It continues to 10, and the come from behind win for Leigh Cahoon.
So that was all one-way traffic in the first round, totally changed in the second.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Stefan Joachim calls a halt to the action at 53 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by TKO, Leigh the Boom Cohoon.
In the light heavyweight division, Danny Mitchell versus Benjamin Lowe. The numbers presented by Rasha.
Both guys 6'2" for this weight class, Sean. There is a 2-inch reach advantage for Lowe. That's not that big for this weight class.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following bout is brought to you by Rasha, and it's scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black and leopard print and stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. He went in officially at 182.4 pounds, and tonight welcomes himself to the BKFC ring for the first time. He fights out of Denton, Manchester, England, Benjamin, the bare knuckle butler, Lowe. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black and yellow and stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 186 pounds and holds 1 victory inside the BKFC ring. He fights out of Doncaster, England. This is Daniel Mitchell. The referee in charge, Alan Jackson.
Both fighters now called up to scratch, 3 feet apart, sporting touch of hands. Oh, knuckle up from Alan Jackson, round number 1. Black and gold trunks for Danny Mitchell, black and white trunks for Benjamin Lowe. Half tie punch, snatched by Mitchell and heavy to the body, chest to chest. See the overhand right from Lowe, overhand right from Mitchell. To the body, now hard short punches to the head from Danny Mitchell. The separation from Alan Jackson, telling both fighters, listen when I say break. Jab from Lowe, overhand right off the mark from Benjamin Lowe. Hands high and tight for Danny Mitchell. And coming forward to the mid-range, there's a left hook to the body. Strong combination on the inside from Lowe, overhand right. Right to the body and to the head from Mitchell.
I'm really liking the combinations from Lowe. Body, head, working all aspects.
Triple jab. It was a 1-1-1-2. Clever coming forward from Benjamin Lowe, now on the turn. Short right hand, now short left hooks from Danny Mitchell. 60 seconds remaining round one.
Lowe doing an excellent job of every time Mitchell brings his hands up to block, he's going hard to that right hand to the body.
Three-punch combination from Benjamin Lowe. Mitchell on the up jab as he lowers his level. Lead left hook from Benjamin Lowe. Lowe hard to the body. The left hand and down to the canvas goes Benjamin Lowe against the flow of that sequence.
Yeah, I mean, Lowe's still going hard to the body, and just took one shot upstairs, and that's all it took. He went down.
Mandatory 8 count, giving the Lowe from Jackson right back to it. And back on offense goes Benjamin Lowe. Looking to land the hard counters he did in the last sequence is Danny Mitchell. He does indeed, and that is knockdown number 2, the second consecutive knockdown against the flow of the sequence.
It's just that inside fighting, that MMA style that Danny Mitchell is using. He's landing a lot of inside, very tight, very hard punches is doing the damage.
The bell, that ends round number 1. Danny Mitchell recording 2 knockdowns of Benjamin Lowe in round number 1, despite the fact that Lowe really did some good things, especially body work. Round number 2 underway. To the jab goes Danny Mitchell. Overhand right from Benjamin Lowe. Again, working his way off the jab. Huge right hand landing coming forward from Danny Mitchell. Mitchell's timing has been fantastic to this point in the fight.
Surprised Lowe did not go down from that right hand.
Fast jab from Lowe.
And if I'm Mitchell, I'm working to get back in the clinch. Man, those powerful right hands, those do a lot of damage.
Little high tight striking guard. Trying to use head movement to the inside. Multiple jab, there's the big left hand, and knockdown number 3.
It almost seems like Lowe is just too focused on landing these body shots. I mean, they're great, but you can't stand there and have your head exposed as you do it. At some point, Mitchell's going to try and finish this fight.
Lowe off the canvas for the 3rd time in this fight. 55 seconds remaining, round number 2. From the half-time block, heavy right hands, now to the left hand goes Danny Mitchell. Alan Jackson keeping this light heavyweight fight moving. Overhand right from Benjamin Lowe.
So Lowe's been down 3 times, but he's still in this fight. He's coming throwing extremely hard shots.
Multiple jabs again from Benjamin Lowe. Guillotine position with a bit of squeeze for emphasis from Danny Mitchell. 25 seconds remaining, round 2. To the clinch, initiated by Mitchell. Exhale on the exit from Lowe. Lowe on the reset, long jab from Mitchell. To the inside, big left hand from Lowe. The counter, and that's ruled as a slip by Alan Jackson. Late here in round number 2. Hook jab from Mitchell just before the bell. We move to round 3. Hooks to the body, strong entries, but Danny Mitchell has shown his beautiful timing, his counters, his power, and has knocked down Lowe 3 times. Twice in round 1, once in round 2. It's now round number 3 underway. The right hand to the body. The right hand to the body in reply from Mitchell. Again, he missed with the left hand from Lowe. Lowe again, multiple jabs on the entry. Hard jab from Mitchell. On the overhand right. See if that's ruled as a knockdown from Alan Jackson. It is not. No complaint from Mitchell. We fight on.
Thought that could have been a knockdown.
Mitchell off balance, resetting. Very sporting from Lowe. Acknowledged as such by Mitchell on the sportsmanship. Mitchell took himself off balance. Lowe did not pounce. Now on the overhook, that's the separation from Jackson.
Lowe doing a much better job of really wrapping his opponent up. He's not going to let him sit there and land those little right hands that are doing so much damage.
In the step of Mitchell as he comes forward. The turn right back to it. 55 seconds remaining, round 3. Good to see the multiple jab entries of Benjamin Lowe. He's been looking for those double and triple and even quadruple jabs to then hook the body. Right hand. Big overhand right from Mitchell. Threw it big. Good pull from Lowe to elude that right hand. Jackson telling both fighters you have to keep your base. Don't get too low because you're in the clinch. There's the big left hand. Strong sequence from Lowe. Right back, seizing the momentum is Danny Mitchell landing that downward 2.
And Lowe has got to quit getting in these clinches. He has to just get into the pocket, throw those combinations, move out. He can't keep getting grabbed. It's doing nothing good for him.
Final seconds, round 3. There's the big left hand on the entry from Mitchell. That was creative and clever. Acknowledged as such by Lowe with that smirk. Next stop, round 4. Sporting touch of hands. Now round number 4. Daly to the body. The level change goes Benjamin Lowe. Your right hand, big left hand in reply from Danny Mitchell. From Lowe. So on his back foot, jab 1-2. Noticeably trying to turn up the velocity in his punches here in round 4. Throwing bigger, especially with that right hand.
The 3 knockdowns, you know he cannot win in this season. He's got to knock his opponent out.
Overhand right entry for Benjamin Lowe. The half-time block. Almost stepping through for the rear naked choke is the UFC veteran Danny Mitchell. The right hand. There's the downward 2, the overhand right from Lowe. 1:05 remaining round 4.
And Mitchell does such a good job of turning to his right, rolling with that overhand right that's being thrown. Even if it lands, it's not going to really hurt. You have to think at this point that Lowe needs to start landing that left hook maybe if he wants to do some real damage.
There's the left hand to the canvas. Alan Jackson helping up Benjamin Lowe, ruling that is the 3rd slip of Lowe in this fight. Jab, and you see those jabs caught by Danny Mitchell. Mitchell extending his guard, coming forward to the center circle. 25 seconds remaining, round 4. Hard rear right hand of Mitchell to the clinch. Jab from Danny Mitchell. There's the rear right hand from Lowe. Step from Mitchell. With fighters in the center circle. Now Mitchell coming forward. Lowe continually trying to time that overhand right. We move to the 5th final round. Both fighters truly seem to have appreciated each other's work in this fight, the creativity, the timing. Into round 5 we go. 3 knockdowns recorded in this bout, all by Danny Mitchell. Dropping Lowe twice in round 1, once in round 2. All 3 times Lowe off the canvas immediately. Going from defense to offense, putting on forward pressure in the first 2 knockdowns of this fight in round number 2, round number 1, fully against the flow of the sequence as it was Lowe coming forward.
It just seems at this point Lowe doesn't have quite the steam on his punches to try and really get the knockout.
The overhand right from Lowe. Good pull from Mitchell.
That is another big part of it. Mitchell doesn't get hit with anything clean. When you hit him with glancing shots, he's rolling with him, he's moving. Very good defensively.
Mitchell's timing has been outstanding. His power has been on point. Lowe, though, has continually been the aggressor. Largely has been the front foot fighter. Multiple jabs, hard hooks to the body of Mitchell.
It almost seems sometimes he's the one who's kind of almost getting into the clinch position.
See the bounce in the step of Mitchell. So on the hook jab entry, half-time blow. 45 seconds remaining, 5th and final round.
You see, right in that position, it was Lowe who grabbed his opponent instead of throwing punching.
So pulling back that right hand mid-flight. Jab from Mitchell. Jackson telling Mitchell, watch your fingers extended towards the eyes, the face of your opponent, Benjamin Lowe. To the clinch. Activity on the clinch immediately in the separation from Alan Jackson. Stretch drive now in this light heavyweight fight. Again, the multiple jab, right hook to the body. Lowe was continually look for that sequence. The cannon entry again to the body from Lowe. The turn, nearly a side headlock position. The sportsmanship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards. 2 of our judges scored this bout 50-42. The 3rd judge scored it 48-44. All for your winner via unanimous decision, Danny Mitchell.
To the cruiserweight division, the numbers presented by Blackout Coffee for Dawid Oscar versus Stenoy Tabakov.
6'1" to 6 foot, exact same reach at 42. Very similar for the tape for these two fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is brought to you by Blackout Coffee and is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC Cruiserweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black shorts and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 207 pounds and holds a BKFC record of 1 win and 1 defeat. He fights out of Sofia, Bulgaria. This is Stenoy the Cobra Tabakov. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the golden black tights and stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 205.4 pounds, and across his 5-fight BKFC career has earned a record of 3 victories and 2 defeats. He fights out of Blackburn, England. This is Dawid Oscar. The referee in charge, Owen Doyle.
Owen Doyle sending both Oscar and Tabakov to the respective corners, now bringing these two powerful cruiserweights up to scratch. Round number 1, black and gold trunks for the fighter from Poland, Dawid Oscar. Black trunks for the fighter from Bulgaria, Stenoy Tabakov. To the canvas and right back to it. Owen Doyle ruling that a slip. Big swings to the surprise of no one, including Stenoy Tabakov from Dawid Oscar.
Tabakov landing some massive shots. Oscar walking right through them at this point.
Overhand left from Tabakov. Overhand left again off the mark.
And you know another big right hand is coming from Tabakov.
That's a push down ruled as such by Owen Doyle. Soft warding given to Tabakov by Doyle on that hard push from Stenoy Tabakov. Long jab from Oscar. Jab again. Wide open striking stance for Tabakov. Left hand from Dawid Oscar. Oscar again. Making the jab, Dawid Oscar. Trying to sit down on the big overhand right, Stenoy Tabakov.
And you know that right hand is coming. Oscar knows he has to do a better job of avoiding that punch and firing back immediately.
Hard entry, there's the left hand. And that is ruled a knockdown by Owen Doyle. It was a clipping check left hook landed by Dawid Oscar. Mandatory 8 count now given to Tabakov by Doyle. Oscar immediately to the mid-range in the center circle. To the body goes Tabakov. Left hook. Jab that time, straight jab from Dawid Oscar. And there's the right hand getting through from Tabakov.
Oscar just continues to get hit with those hard shots. He doesn't seem to mind, he keeps coming forward.
Oscar on the 3-2 entry. The duck under, big right hand, left hand. Right hand again. Tabakov is taking some ferocious shots, takes that huge right hand. Another big shot. Finger is touched the canvas. And that is correctly ruled a knockdown by Owen Doyle. Fingers on the left hand of Stenoy Tabakov touched the canvas after he took that ferocious right hand from Dawid Oscar. That ends round number 1. To round number 2 we go, and a big right hand from Oscar.
Tabakov's got to be very careful at this point. He's opened himself up to those right hands.
Big right hand again. That's a clean knockdown in the 3rd of this fight of Stenoy Tabakov by Dawid Oscar. Up at 6.5 for Stenoy Tabakov. This fight will not continue. And 5 wins now with emphasis in BKFC for Dawid Oscar.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Owen Doyle calls a halt to the action at 26 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner via TKO, Dawid Oscar!
In the cruiserweight division, Dex Spelman versus Tomas Lejsek. Our tale of the tape is presented by Forged Irish Stout.
Everything very similar for here. Lejsek does have a little bit of a 2.5-inch reach advantage. Not that significant for this weight class.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is brought to you by Forged Irish Stout and is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC Cruiserweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black and blue shorts and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 189.2 pounds. And tonight, he enters the BKFC ring for the very first time. He fights out of Krastana, Czech Republic. This is Tomasz Lejsek. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black and silver and stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in officially at 194 pounds. And following a professional boxing career tonight, he makes his BKFC debut. He fights out of Scunthorpe, England, the big dog, Deck Spelman! The referee in charge, Stefan Joachim.
Call of knuckle up from referee Stefan Joachim, round number 1. Black and silver trunks for the fighter from here in England, Deck Spelman. Black and blue trunks for the fighter from the Czech Republic, Tomasz Lejsek. Heavy feints overhand right, the left hand on the counter from Spelman as Lejsek came through.
Lejsek has got to be careful. He's putting his chin up a little too high for my liking. He gets hit hard, he's going to be in trouble.
They settled in the mid-range, Deck Spelman. Going back the right hand, Tomasz Lejsek. It's in the step of Lejsek, but he's on his back foot, tips his head. To the canvas goes Tomasz Lejsek. And that is ruled as a slip by Stefan Joachim. Under from Spelman from the left hook of Lejsek. Leaping right hand, not there for Tomasz Lejsek. Spelman hard on the lead jab. 55 seconds remaining, round number 1. There's the left hand and the right hand getting through from Tomasz Lejsek. Measured stalking pressure from Deck Spelman. Mirroring the hits of Lejsek, cutting the ring. For Stefan's Tomasz Lejsek. Handoff from Mark. Lejsek very open-chested. Left hand. There's the right hand counter, left hand from Lejsek.
Lejsek's eating a few shots. Very good. He's just walking right through them.
Spelman staying measured. Lejsek open-chested, showing a lot of creativity in his striking. Lejsek cut corner of his right eye. Final seconds, round number 1. Lejsek back to the jab. Spelman staying in the mid-range. Next stop, round 2. Reset up to scratch for Tomasz Lejsek. Round number 2. As he did to start the first round, methodically, Deck Spelman immediately to the mid-range. Bouncing the step of Tomasz Lejsek.
There's one thing we thought we'd see a few more feints from Spelman being of a boxing background. There's a few level changes, but throwing some feints would really get his opponent to bite.
There's the entry overhand right. No disrespect at all to the Czech Tomasz Lejsek, Chris. It's just his background. 18 pro MMA bouts, 4 in bare knuckle. But these are just angles and punches Deck Spelman would never see throughout his 25-bout pro boxing career.
People come with these overhand rights, changing stances, coming with the left. It's very awkward. It's hard to deal with. It's going to take Spelman a minute to get used to. Maybe the first round was all he needed. We'll find out.
It's the nature of combat sports. Strikes that are fantastic in one combat sport are completely forbidden in another combat sport, at least by the corner. There's the duck under, nearly the shuffle left hook from Spelman. There's a long jab from Lejsek. And on the right hand from Deck Spelman. Lejsek staying elusive, staying creative on the outside. 30 seconds remaining, round 2. Measured pressure from Spelman. Lejsek again, timing his entry, his explosions forward, then back to the outside goes Tomasz Lejsek.
Lejsek being awkward enough and coming from different angles, really moving his head, making it hard for his opponent to land a hard, clean shot.
Spelman staying disciplined with his striking guard, disciplined with his moving, eludes that lead left hook of Tomasz Lejsek. Jab to the body from Spelman. Round number 3. See the look of intensity on the face of the Englishman, Spelman. A little outside creativity from the Czech, Tomasz Lejsek. Good movement now from Lejsek. There's the right hand getting through. Left hand, right hand, not that time. Good pull from Spelman. Spelman feint with a jab to the body.
I feel like Lejsek's done a great job of deciding, initiating when and where the fight happens. Spelman's just waiting, countering, not really getting off first in the fight.
We're seeing excellent movement from Spelman. What we're not seeing from Spelman right now, Chris, is a lot of volume. Shift stances by Lejsek.
It's because he's not leading, he's waiting, he's countering. He only punches when his opponent throws first.
Left hook off the mark. The right hand, there's the counter right hand from Spelman. Lejsek took that exceedingly well. The smear of blood now on the face of Tomasz Lejsek. 45 seconds remaining, round number 3. We're in the cruiserweight division. Jab to the body. Tentative jab from Lejsek, pulled it back mid-flight. Jab not there from Spelman. There's the step-in right hand. Tomasz Lejsek starting to find his timing on that step-in right hand. Lejsek back to the outside by design. Spelman continually trying to work from the mid-range. To the body goes Spelman. There's the right hand from Lejsek. His creativity continues. Closing stages, round number 3. There is the bell. Well, knuckle up, referee Stefan Jochu starts the 4th round. Jab attempt to the body from Spelman, not there. Harder entry now from Spelman. There's the check left hook. Lejsek again trying to step in, throw that naked right hand. Jab from Lejsek. That was clever. That is a boxing combination from Spelman. Jab to the body, jab to the head.
Yep. If he can start getting those jabs flowing, his opponent will not know where any of the other punches are coming. That really sets everything up coming off that jab. Then he just threw the hook there.
The left hook indeed from Spelman. He has noticeably turned up the temperature here in round number 4.
Definitely a boxing style.
Hard left hook to the body from Spelman.
First few rounds you don't do as much and you really start to step it up.
See the smear of blood? Lejsek flowing freely now as the blood cut on the corner of his right eye. Overhand right from Lejsek. Did not fully land. Again, Chris, punches like that from Lejsek, those are just not punches that Spelman would have seen throughout his very high-level 25-fight pro boxing career.
Very different.
The left hand. 30 seconds remaining, round 4. Up jab from Lejsek. Jab to the body from Spelman. Stiff jab. There's the downward 2 again from the open-chested stance of Tomasz Lejsek. And left from Spelman. Late here in round number 4. Overhand right off the mark. Counter right hand from Lejsek just off the mark. Lejsek back to the jab. We move to the 5th and final round. 5th and final round. Englishman Spelman in his BKFC debut. To check Tomasz Lejsek, his BKFC debut, but his 5th bout overall in the sport of bare knuckle. Been down. Goes Lejsek, there's that step-in right hand. Lejsek continuing to try to time that on the step-in from the open chest. Overhand, almost a windmill right hand. Good pull from Spelman.
Spelman's able to get out of the way of those shots. He's not able to counter too much thus far.
Spelman extending his guard. Jab to the body. 1:15 remaining, fifth and final round. Right hand off the mark. There's a look of intensity now in the face of Tomasz Lejsek. There's the right hand from Lejsek. And now Lejsek taking himself to the canvas.
That came out of nowhere, Sean. Was it a body shot? I didn't even see it.
Up at 8, it was a swing and a miss from Lejsek, and then he took himself willingly to the canvas. On the reset. In what could be a very, very close fight. Right now, we're presumably looking at a 10-8 round for Dex Spelman.
That could be huge. That could be everything in this fight.
To the jab goes Lejsek. Up jab from Spelman. Jab to the body from Dex Spelman. Final 10 seconds of this fight. Lejsek on the jab. Spelman back to the mid-range from the center circle. Overhand right from Lejsek, and that is the end of the fight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about the same at 50-44 for your winner. By unanimous decision, the big dog, Dex Spelman!
In the middleweight division, Krol versus Simeon Ottley. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bounty Competitions.
Okay, Sean here, Ottley 2 inches smaller than his opponent. However, a 1-inch reach advantage. All very similar for this weight class.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following bout is presented to you by Bounty Competitions and is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He is in the black and pink trunks and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 174.2 pounds, and his record stands at 1 victory inside the BKFC ring. He fights out of Leeds, England. This is Simon, Mr. Miyagi Ottley. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black trunks and stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 174.4 pounds and in a 5-fight BKFC veteran, and has built a record of 4 wins and just a single loss. He fights out of Pila, Poland, by way of Poland. This is Bart, the last Polish king, Krol. The referee in charge, Alan Jackson.
Key middleweight bout for both fighters. Krol, the Pole, Simeon Ottley, the Englishman. Round number 1, black trunks, as you see for both fighters. Blue hand wraps for Krol, red hand wraps for Ottley. Krol immediately to the jab from southpaw. Ottley sitting back, heavy on the back foot, loading up the right hand in ortho. Swing and a miss, but a big rear left hand from Krol. Immediately Chris to the hand fighting, ortho versus southpaw. Overhand left, counter left hand from Krol. Ottley by design, moving backwards, sitting on his back foot to do that. Come forward with the right hand. Check left hook on the counter from Krol. 1:15 remaining, round number 1 on the duck under. To the body, clever goes Ottley on that right hook. Krol on the big left hand, double left hand.
You can see immediately Krol feels like he's a heavier striker. He's willing to get in. He really wants to land these powerful shots.
Big left hand on the counter. That's ruled a slip by Alan Jackson. Krol landed the left hand and then took himself off balance. Hence the stumble and we fight on. And fighting continues with Ottley in the orthodox stance. Krol in the southpaw stance. With double right hand, looking body head. The change from Krol, straight on the left hand entry. Krol now from the center circle. Ottley staying long here in round number 1. They're continually trying to time his explosions, just like you saw in that last sequence on cue. Krol, wider stance, overhand left from Simeon Ottley. Late here in round number 1. There's the 10-second clap on the turn. Step in naked right hand. Duck under on the left hook. Right hand after the bell from Krol. No complaints from referee Alan Jackson nor Simeon Ottley. We move to round 2. Alan Jackson starts round number 2. Krol immediately forward. Ottley on the right hook to the body. That was effective. Now the 1-2 from Simeon Ottley. Heavy on the underhook from the half-tie point. Ottley there made that clinch inactive. He snatched the hook as well as the half-tie point.
Krol keeps trying to throw that right hook over the top. It's missing every time because Ollie's ducking. If you turn that into a body punch or come with that left uppercut.
Check left hook from Simeon Ottley. And right not there. A little looseness. Good head movement from Bartolomeu Krol. Krol entry hard on the right hand. Krol the roll through. Rear left uppercut. That was slick from Bartolomeu Krol. Duck under, roll through, and then the rear left uppercut. Two very fast middleweights. Overhand right, left hook to the body. Ottley now coming forward, trying to work the half-tie point. Side headlock position. There's the separation from Jackson after Krol landed the left to the body of Ottley. 35 seconds remaining round 2. Half-tie plum again from Simeon Ottley. Short left hand, double left hand from Krol.
Good left hand by Krol. Ottley didn't seem to bother him whatsoever.
Side headlock again, the push away from Ottley in reply. Ottley now forward, Krol body head. Ottley again trying to double up his left hand. Smart hard entry with the right hook to the body from Ottley. The fighter showing real technical acumen. There's a big left hand from Krol. We move to round 3. The start of round number 3. Was clever again. There's that rear left uppercut from Simeon Ottley on the turn step. Ottley putting himself back in orthodox. So to land the rear right uppercut at Simeon Ottley with the back mid-flight. Ottley on the overhook. Chris, we're seeing Simeon Ottley effectively work into the clinch. Overhooks, underhooks, half-tie points, but he's not throwing from the clinch.
He's wanting to get in there, but I'm not sure why he's not doing much in that position.
Short left hand from Krol. Big right hand from Krol. Counter right hand from Ottley. Left hand. Right hand again. Counter left and the right hand from Krol.
These guys are landing hard shots.
Ottley on the hard right hook. Big right hand again, then the left hand.
Somebody's going to get knocked out this week.
Right hand. Clipping. Ottley walking through that right hand of Bartolomeu Krol. Flush on his chin. 55 seconds remaining round 3. Both fighters opening up here in the 3rd round. Left uppercut. Into the clinch. Quick restart of Alan Jackson. Body, head again into the body with the left hand from Bartolomeu Krol. Good left hook. There's the overhook. Side headlock position now from Ottley. That gets the separation from Jackson. Krol from the center circle. Shuffling of his feet. Left hand off the mark. Hard right hand. Overhook from Ottley. The underhook that time from Krol, almost into a wizard. Jackson keeping this fight moving. In and out. There's the big right hand from Krol. Both fighters exploding long inside back out. We're through 3 rounds. Round number 4 underway. Which will make Krol immediately to the jab from southpaw. Swing and a miss with the rear right hand. Threw it naked without the jab. There's the right hand on the turn from Ottley. Heavy into the clinch. Big right hand from Krol. Turned that over. Ottley walking through that. Double left hand now from the pole, Bartolomé Krol. 80 seconds remaining, round 4. Open-chested stance from Ottley. Ottley has continued to open-chest his stance as he enters. Then the smart exits. There's the right hand from Krol. Ottley again heavy to the inside, but inactivity in the clinch.
These guys get into the pocket. They get very close. They just don't really unload the combination.
Head chancery. That gets the separation from Jackson. Ottley feinting with the rear right hand. I think Chris, we're seeing Ottley inside, outside. Back to the outside. Ottley talking to Krol as Krol landed big.
Krol landed a huge shot. It looked like he might have followed up with something, but was not able to.
Krol really setting down on his left hand here in round number 4. 20 seconds remaining in the 4th round. Left hook and the counter right hand from Krol after Ottley landed. Ottley feinting with the right hand, swing and a miss. Right hook to the body from Ottley. Good step back from Krol. Then a step forward from Bartolomé Krol. Resetting is the Englishman Simeon Ottley into southpaw. Back to orthodox. Into the 5th and final round we go. 5th and final round. Bartolomé Krol 4-1 in BKFC. Simeon Ottley 1-0 in BKFC. Soft warning by Jackson to Krol telling him, listen when I say break. Get into the clinch. Almost a choke position from Ottley, and that's a slip. Krol right back off the canvas. Fingers were definitely around the throat of Krol from Ottley's right hand in the previous clinch. There's the right hand, counter right hand from Ottley after Krol landed. Krol on the level change left hand, swing and a miss on the right hook from Ottley.
Not a lot of straight punches. These hooks are not going to land very often. When you duck down, they miss. Hook to the body.
70 seconds remaining in this fight. Both fighters continue to have their moments. Hard on the underhook from Krol. Ottley exploding forward again. Krol, big right hand. Krol short left hand into the clinch. To the body just before the break from Jackson by Bartolomé Krol. Ottley exploding forward once more, snatches the overhook. Krol staying active with the left hand. And left off the mark. Right hand, good duck under from Simeon Ottley. Short left uppercuts to the body from Krol. Now 30 seconds remaining in this fight. Straight left from Krol off the mark. Krol, you can see he's cut in his hairline, center of his forehead. Good head movement again from Simeon Ottley. Short hard right hands to the body and then lefts to the body from Krol. Switch once more and again back to the left to the body goes Bartolomé Krol. Stretch drive now of this fight. Ottley forward again. Krol again to the body with the left hand. Driving pressure, the turn. And that is the end of this middleweight bout.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards. 2 of our judges scored this bout 49-46. Our third and final judge scored it 50-45. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Bart, the last Polish king, Krol.
At 185 pounds, Matty Hudson versus Danny Moir, the numbers. presented by Fubo TV.
Only a 2-inch height advantage for Moir. However, it is a 5-inch reach advantage. He wants to utilize stay long, stay outside, make Hudson pay to come home.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is presented by Fubo TV and is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the white and gold and stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. He went in officially at 185.8 pounds and holds a perfect, undefeated record of 2 wins and no losses inside the BKFC squared circle. He fights out of Scarborough, England. This is Danny the Destroyer Moir! And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the white and blue and stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 186.2 pounds and his BKFC record stands at 2 victories and just a single defeat. He fights out of Wakefield, England, Matt the Hammer Hudson! Your referee in charge, Owen Doyle.
Owen Doyle telling both fighters, you're a bit too keen, step back. Now come up to scratch. Round number 1. White and blue trunks for Matty Hudson. White and gold trunks for Danny Moir. Very measured start, very respectful start for both fighters. Moir looking for the jab to the body, lead left hook. Hard right hands on the inside. From the framing. Big left hand on the right hand, landed by Hudson. Counter right hand by Moir. On the right uppercut for both fighters in this separation.
They really went at it in that exchange.
Left hand getting through from Hudson.
That can be very tiring.
Overhand right, Hudson now to the inside, left hand, right hand. Moir snatching the half tie club defensively, rights to the body for Matty Hudson. 1:15 remaining, round number 1. Moir from the tall stance, overhand, left, right hand again from Hudson.
Good
Stiff
uppercuts,
jab.
good uppercuts landed by Hudson.
Stiff jab again from Matty Hudson. Overhand left, clubbing from Moir. Clubbing left hand again from Moir. Jab just off the mark. Hudson tried to find the long extended half tie point. Long step in left hand from Moir. Moir now to the mid-range. There's the counter with the right hand, rear right uppercut from Hudson. Hudson again to the half tie block. Heavy to the body goes Hudson. Moir on the reset. 30 seconds remaining, round number 1. Moir long off the jab, in then out. Fake with the right hand for Matty Hudson. Hudson now on his back foot. He's largely been on his front foot here in round number 1. Smear of blood across the face of Matty Hudson. Final seconds. A very entertaining opening round.
Wow.
Huge two-punch combination. And here's the count from Owen Doyle. 6, 7. Moir up at 7. The bell will ring as soon as we get the assessment from Owen Doyle. There's the assessment. There's the bell. That is the end of round 1. Round number 2. Muted start to round number 2 for Matty Hudson. Now the big right hand. Entry right uppercut. That's ruled as a push down and slip by Owen Doyle. On the hook jab, right uppercut, big left hand. To the inside, to the pocket on the right hand from Hudson. Left hand, right hand, knockdown number 2. This fight is over. Game, set, match, Matty Hudson.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Owen Doyle calls a halt to the action at 30 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner via TKO, Matt the Hammer Hudson.
In the light heavyweight division, Gaz Curran versus Dawid Chylinski. Our tale of the tape is presented by Blackout Coffee.
Another one of those on Chylinski is 2 inches shorter. However, he does have a 2-inch reach advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is brought to you by Blackout Coffee and is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red color. He wears the black and gold shorts and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 188.4 pounds. And tonight, he enters the BKFC squared circle for the second time. He fights out of Wolverhampton, England, Dawid Macho Chylinski. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black and silver and stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 182.4 pounds, and this is his BKFC debut. He fights out of Darwin, England. This is Gaz the Crusher Krol. Your referee in charge, Stefan Joachim.
Round number 1. Black and silver trunks for Gaz Curran, black and gold trunks for Dawid Chylinski. Short right hand on the counter, then the left hand. Huge swings now from the pole, Chylinski. Curran resetting, coming forward. Big swings going backwards is Chylinski. High tight striking guard for both. Jab, then the hook from Chylinski. Huge right hand on the step in from Gaz Curran. Both fighters opening up immediately. And the left hand right hook. Jab again for Chylinski. Curran walking through more big shots, more big hooks from Chylinski.
Chylinski throwing hard. I'd like to see him go to the body.
Uppercut getting through from Chylinski. Still the Englishman. Curran comes forward, tipping his head. Swing and a miss right hand, 1-2 from Chylinski.
These guys are going to get tired. They're going to gas out. They're throwing so hard.
Curran relentless in his forward pressure. Right hand on the turn from Chylinski. Curran digging that right uppercut to the body. Chylinski on the right hand and a huge right hand from Curran. Curran another right hand, and there is the knockdown.
Chylinski was delivering a lot of hard shots. Didn't like taking them though.
The count of 8, the count of 9, the count of 10. Welcome to BKFC, Gaz Curran.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Stefan Joachim calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 20 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by TKO, Gaz the Crusher Cahoon.
Feature fight time. In the light heavyweight division, Stevie Taylor versus Conor Cooke. The numbers presented by Rasha.
Cooke with a 1-inch height advantage, but it's Taylor with that 3-inch reach advantage. Cooke's usually the guy with the tall length. Let's see if he knows how to deal with not being the guy with the longer reach.
Ladies and gentlemen, our following fight is brought to you by Rasha and is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighed in officially at 186 pounds. A 5-fight BKFC veteran. His record stands at 4 victories and a single defeat. He fights out of Antrim, Northern Ireland, presenting Conor the Crook Cooke. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in officially at 185.4 pounds. A former professional boxer, he was victorious in his BKFC debut. He fights out of Darwin, England. This is Stevie Taylor. Your referee in charge, Alan Jackson.
Two very skillful, very technical strikers. The Englishman Stevie Taylor versus the Irishman from Northern Ireland, Conor Cook. Round number 1. White and gold trunks for Taylor, white and green trunks for Cook. Right hand to the body from Taylor. Taylor on the inside, there's the counter downward 2 from Cook. Half-tie plug from Conor Cook. Taylor to the body. Cook trying to find the overhook. There's the separation from Alan Jackson. Right hand from Cook. Right hand from Taylor, chest to chest. Driving pressure, again the separation from Jackson. Right hand. Cut to the body. Landed by Stevie Taylor.
It's like Taylor really feels like he can come inside, land hard punches. I feel like he thinks his opponent's not going to be able to take this. He's coming forward very aggressive.
Cook feigning with the right hand. There's the jab from Conor Cook. Taylor long extended jab. And the naked 2. 2-1-2 from Stevie Taylor. Push away to get separation for Cook. Entry on the right hand from Taylor. It's in the step of Conor Cook from range. Jab to the body from the mid-range for Stevie Taylor. Cook on the left hand. Counter right hand from Taylor.
That one hurt Cook.
Smear of blood on the forehead of Stevie Taylor. Big left hand on the left hook from Conor Cook.
That one hurt
staggered Taylor. Left hand, and there is the knockdown.
That changed quickly. I felt like Cook was getting hurt. All of a sudden, one punch changed it.
The mandatory 8 count given to Stevie Taylor by Alan Jackson. There's the full assessment now of Taylor by Jackson.
Taylor is still hurt. That's it.
We might be done. We are. Conor Cook continues to roll in BKFC.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our referee Alan Jackson called a halt to that bout at 1 minute and 41 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner via knockout, Conor the Crook Cook.
Our tale of the tape is presented by OnlyFans for this, our co-main event of the evening. In the middleweight division, Jack Cohen versus Jakub Kosinski.
And Colin with a significant 5-inch height advantage, but it's that massive 10-inch reach advantage, that he has. He wants to stay long, stay outside, not let his opponent get close to land those powerful shots.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is brought to you by OnlyFans and is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the BKFC middleweight division and is our co-main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the white and gold trunks and stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 173.4 pounds. And tonight, he steps into the BKFC squared circle for the second time. He fights out of Poznan, Poland. This is Jakub Kosinski. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the Union Jack shorts and stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 175 pounds and following a 29-fight career as a professional boxer. This is his BKFC debut. He fights out of Bolton, England, presenting Jack Cahoon. Your referee in charge, Owen Doyle.
Owen Doyle sending both fighters back to their respective corners. Now calling Cullen and Kosinski up to scratch. Round number 1. Union Jack colored trunks for the Englishman Jack Cullen. White and gold trunks for the Pole, Jakub Kosinski. On the counter, and that's ruled as a knockdown. A late punch. No worries from Owen Doyle as he begins the mandatory 8 count of Kosinski.
I don't even know if that second punch landed, but that first one did damage.
Cullen right back to it. On the right hand to the body goes Kosinski. Cullen 6'3" to Kosinski's listed 5'10". Kosicki now cut, corner of his right brow. 1-1-2. Hard shots to the inside now for Kosicki. This is exactly where he wants to be. Massive left hand and knockdown number 2.
Huge uppercut. When Conor lands those shots, it does so much damage because they're landing clean. Kosicki's not even seen these punches coming. I think that's the big problem. He's got to keep his eyes on his opponent.
Cohen feeling he's in full control now. On the left hand, that staggers Kosicki. The end could be near. 50 seconds remaining, round number 1, but there's the big left hook from Kosicki. On the right uppercut from the turn of Jack Cullen. Kosicki just spat out his mouthpiece. And time called by Owen Doyle. This is a medical assessment timeout for that cut deep in the brow of the right eye of Jakub Kosicki.
Very bad spot.
This fight is over, and victory with emphasis in his BKFC debut for Jack Cohn.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Owen Doyle calls a halt to the action at 1 minute and 24 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via TKO, Jack Cahoon.
We're now set for our main event for the currently vacant BKFC United Kingdom Featherweight title, Jonno Chipchase versus Gary Fox. Presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
You can see Chipchase with a 2-inch height advantage, also a 3-inch reach advantage. He's going to want to utilize that. He knows Gary Fox wants to get inside and unload combinations. Cannot let him do that.
To get our main event of the evening started, we send
ladies
to
and gentlemen, this is our featured bout of the evening, and it's presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. It's sanctioned by ISKA. Our judges at ringside tonight, Nick Christie, Anthony Crooks, and Matt Griffin. At the bell, our timekeeper is Arlo Nichols, and our supervising official tonight is Paul Nichols. This fight is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. It's our main event of the evening, and it's for the BKFC UK Featherweight Championship! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the yellow and blue and stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 143.6 pounds, and his BKFC record stands at 3 wins and 2 losses. He fights out of Billingham, England, presenting Gary Fox! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black shorts and stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 144.8 pounds and holds a perfect, undefeated BKFC record of 3 victories and no defeats. This man fights out of Manchester, England. This is Jonno JCB Chipchase. The referee in charge, Alan Jackson.
Final words from referee Alan Jackson. Both fighters now set to toe the line, come up to scratch. Sporting touch of hands, round number 1. Black trunks for Jonno Chipchase, yellow trunks for Gary Fox. Chipchase feigning with the right hand.
Fox already throwing lots of feints, trying to turn this into a boxing match. Definitely his best chance to win.
Fox, you see the head movement. Forward is Chipchase, there's the left hand. Fox resetting on the back pedal. Big left hand, right hand. Strong sequence on the combination to the head by Gary Fox. Chipchase resetting in the center circle. Slow, methodical walk forward pressure from Jonno Chipchase. Flurry again to the head from Gary Fox. 1:15 remaining, round number 1 of our main event.
Chipchase kind of comes straight in. He's getting hit with combinations.
Fox on the counter right hand. Fox on the left hand. To the inside, half-tie plum snatched by Jonno Chipchase. Big uppercuts from the half-tie plum with the rear right hand. Chipchase cut over his left eye. Fox cut, corner of his right brow. 50 seconds remaining, round number 1.
I don't know if that's his blood or that might be from tying up with his opponent.
And the entry left hand, counter left hand from Fox.
Just Fox with a little bit more accuracy with his punches at this point.
Fox on the feint, feinting again is Gary Fox. Chipchase stepping in with the jab. Chipchase has been largely stationary, not reacting fully to the feints of Gary Fox. There's the right hand from Chipchase. Fox continuing to move well laterally. Chipchase coming forward effectively to the half-tie plug. Strong sequence just before the bell from Jonno Chipchase. That ends round number 1. Fox felt that the last punch was late and told Chipchase as much. Medical timeout. We will have the medical assessment of Jonno Chipchase before the start of round number 2. That is a deep slice. I believe this fight is going to be stopped. It is Chipchase appealing for one more round. Appeal denied. Victory for Gary Fox. He is the new BKFC United Kingdom Featherweight Champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Alan Jackson calls a halt to this bout at the commencement of round number 2 due to doctor's stoppage, declaring your winner via TKO and new BKFC UK Featherweight Champion,